Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kayla from Planning with Kay, and welcome to another video. Today's video is a little bit late considering that I've been using this new journal for about a month now, but I finally got around to completing my migration from my second bullet journal to my third one. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I'm setting up my year at a glance, my future log, and all of the other core collections that I've decided to include at the beginning of this new journal. So I'm starting my journal off by first creating my key. My key isn't really something I'm adding for function. I've been journaling for a while now, so I don't necessarily need to reference a key to know what my signifiers mean, but I had this first blank page that I needed to fill up, so I thought it was a good place to just slap a key in, pay homage to the OG bullet journal system, and also include a little quote to keep me going. As you can see, I keep my signifiers super simple in my journal. I just have a task or an event, and I signify whether it's completed, in progress, or migrated. Next is my year at a glance, which is just a single page view of the next 12 months. I don't use this to write anything down or to plan anything, it's just so that I have a yearly calendar to glance at when I need it, like if I'm wondering what day of the week New Year's is, or if I try to see how far away summer is, anything like that. This is just where I can look at the next 12 months in one glance. I'm using my mini calendar stickers for this because, let's be real, ain't nobody got time to draw all these boxes, and I just kept it super simple in grayscale. Next is probably the most important part of setting up a new journal, and that's the future log. Most future logs I find are pretty compact, cramming anywhere from like 4 to 6 months on a spread, but personally I like to space out my future log a bit more, so that way each month has its own page. I'm not too concerned with saving pages just for the sake of it, and I like knowing that I have plenty of room in my future log to write down anything that might come up. This extra room also then gives me space to brainstorm ideas of things that I might want to do in those months, or jot down some goals that I have. Essentially, I'm not at all limited, and that's the reason that I like having a more spacious future log. So for each month, I'm just doing a half-page calendar, and I'm then separating the bottom half into business and personal. I also use my seasonal sticker set to add a tiny pop of decoration to these. You'll notice that all of these spreads are going to be a lot more minimal and monochrome than usual. Since the rest of my journal is so colorful and so much busier than this, I just wanted to indulge in my love for a more minimal and grayscale style, and I also thought it would be a good way to kind of separate this beginning part of the journal from the rest of it. And I also wanted to show you guys how I set up spreads in a more minimal way. I feel like people who want to start bullet journaling often feel this pressure to make their journal look a certain way, fill it up with lots of fancy brush lettering and drawings and washi tape and make it very decorative, but I think it sometimes scares some people away from ever trying it. If there's one thing to remember about bullet journaling, it's that there's literally no wrong or right way to do it. You can use loads of beautiful stationery, or you can literally just use one pen, one marker if you want, which is more or less what I'm doing for these spreads. You can make it whatever you want it to be, and I never want anyone to look at my more decorative spreads and think, oh, I can't bullet journal because I can't do that. So I guess the bottom line is just do you. Don't get hung up on the aesthetics and just make it work for you. So next up, I wanted to put my social media trackers in the beginning of my journal. I have one to track my Instagram followers and one for my YouTube subscribers. So the design for these trackers was actually an idea that I completely stole from my boyfriend. A while ago, he did a page in his journal where he drew out his Instagram homepage on his iPhone, just like I'm doing here. And I think he ended up using it just for a daily or something like that. But at the time, I thought it looked so cool and I knew that I wanted to do something similar in the future. So I decided that it would be perfect for my Instagram tracker. So then I thought I'd do something similar for my YouTube subscriber tracker by drawing out a computer and what my YouTube homepage kind of looks like. So here I'll just fill in the boxes and write the date when I hit those numbers for my Instagram followers and my YouTube subscribers. Next are two lists that I knew for a while that I wanted to include in my new journal, and that's a wish list and a waiting on list. The wish list is pretty simple. If there's anything that I've been meaning to buy and I don't want to forget, I'll just write it down here so that way when I have the extra money, I can go here and see what I should spend it on. My waiting on list is basically for any packages, letters, Amazon orders, stuff like that I've been waiting for in the mail. In the last few months, since I've started my Etsy and moved into my new apartment, I definitely order a lot more things online. So I found that I really needed a waiting on list so that I didn't end up forgetting about anything, and just so that I can be absolutely sure that I received everything that I'm expecting. So I definitely know that this will be super useful in the future. By the way, the typewriter design of the wish list was actually 100% inspired by Bujo Becky on Instagram. She did this same design for, I believe it was a gratitude log a few months back. And when I saw it, I fell in love with it and I knew that I wanted to use it for something. And I just love how it looks here for my wish list. Her link will be in the description below, so definitely make sure you go check out her Instagram. My next collection is an ideas spread. I basically wanted one spot to write down and brainstorm ideas for sticker designs, YouTube videos, monthly themes, and bullet journal spreads. So I separated the spread into 4 sections with some simple banners, and now I have this whole page to jot down ideas and make sure that I don't forget them. Finally, the last collection that I'm including in this new journal is a spread for things that I want to try out, whether that's restaurants, stores, art supplies, websites, books, anything else. I just wanted a spot where I can write down anything that I might think I want to try in the future, because I feel like I'm constantly seeing things and being like, oh, I would really want to try that. But then I always forget about it and I never try it out. So I really wanted this collection here so that I can stop forgetting everything and keep trying new things. And that's it. I'm now fully migrated into this new journal and it feels so good to finally have it all set up. There's really no better feeling than finally finishing the migration into a new journal. It's just such an accomplished feeling and it just kind of feels like I'm all set up, organized now, and I can get on with life, basically. I'm hoping that I get a lot of use out of these spreads, and I really tried to think of things that I actually needed that I will use. So we'll see how it goes and if these pages actually wind up being useful for me. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely leave a like if you did, and let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see in my next video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at planningwithk if you're not already, and check out the link to my sticker shop in the description below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.